Hi and welcome to this women's strength session. This is part of a series. This is session number 4. If you haven't checked out the other sessions in the series, then please go ahead and check those out. Today it is full body strength and cardio. I've got some weights with me today. I've got 2 sets. I've got a 5 kilo and a 3 kilo, which is my medium and my light set. Use whatever you want to use. You don't have to use weights, but if you want to, that's what I'm using. So feel free to join along with me. Okay, you don't need anything else for this session at all today, apart from a mat or a soft surface, and please make sure your floor space is clear from obstruction. We're going to get going, and we're just going to start with a little march. Just get that body warmed up. So knees nice and high, arms with a little swing. We're going to be working through a little cardio component here today. We're going to be working through an upper body, a lower body, and we're going to finish off with the abs. So stay with me for as long as you can and just do what you can, work to your level all the way through. So we're going to take it from a march here, and we're going to go through a box step with a push up on the arms. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just tapping that foot, and then 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. So we're just going to go into this little box. Now don't worry if the coordination is all just a bit too much. I've just chucked you in straight away at the deep end, and I'm kicking my furniture too. Good. So just working through, up, 1, 2, 3, up. So just working forwards and backwards here, getting those arms warmed up. Good. So we're going to come through, we're going to do 3 exercises, 3 times round. So a nice little, just shy of 10-minute warm up here. Good. Well done. We're going to bring it out into a stepping star. So to the side and to the side. Well done. So I'm joined on a live stream today. I've got Frederica and I've got Maddie. I've got a quiet week this week because it's half term. Lots of people are out doing lots of fun things. They'll all be here on the catch-up later. So hello to you if you're on the catch-up. Thanks so much. But thanks for Maddie and Frederica for joining me today, not leaving me on my own. I've got my resident bat also up on the side there. I was going to take him down, but I thought, do you know what? You guys know that this is all really, really real. This is my living area. This is not a studio. This is where I live. So, you know, the same as you. So I thought I'd just leave our little bat friend up there today. Good. And then drop to the side. We're going to ski, step across, ski, step across, ski. Good. Now you can jump if you want to. If you feel you want to jump, feel free. Otherwise, step and ski, step and ski. Good. Push it across. Really using the arms. Push. Good. The heart rate should be coming up now. 3 little exercises. 3 full body exercises just to get you going. Keep it going then. We're going to go back into those box steps with the push up in the arms. Good. Here we go then. Forwards, forwards, back, push. So I'm swapping sides each time. So I'm tapping with the opposite foot. 4, 2, 3, 4. Try if you can to do the same. If you can't, just go forwards and backwards, that's fine. Good. It's the coordination of the foot and the arms together. It's tricky, it's tough, but you can do it. Well done. We've got those stepping stars coming up. Just 10 seconds to go. And here we go. So step, step. If you want to start to jump these, then you can. If you want to do a jumping star, a jumping jack, feel free. I'm going to stay with the stepping today. I know what's to come. Keep going, well done. It's a miserable old day here. So I'm glad to be inside, getting my heart rate up, improving my mood, benefiting my health and fitness. The same as you. Good. Keep it going. We're going to go back into those lateral skiers shortly. Let's go for another 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So lateral skier, step to the side, ski. Step to the side, ski. Good. Morning, Sarah. Got a late joiner. Hope you're all right. We're in our little cardio warm up here. So cross and ski, cross and ski. And then we're going to go through one more time. So it's quite a jump in that we've had straight into our little cardio section. But we want to get that heart rate up. We want to make you feel good from the off. Good. Nice straight back, pushing the bottom back, really working through the arms, stepping to the side, and of course if you want to jump, then you can. Good. Nearly there. Nearly ready for our box steps for the last time. Okay, back into the middle then. We're going to go back for those box steps one more time. 1, 2, 3, push. 1, 2, 3, push. So stepping into that 4, pushing up the arm on the 4th tap. 4, 1, 2, 3, tap and push. Tap and push. Good. So don't just go through the motions, just like, pushing the arms, push. Give it a little bit of something. I've lost my rhythm. Give it a little bit of something on those arms. Push it like you mean it. Push. Good. Push. Well done. You're going to get into all of those core muscles by doing this. You're working the legs. So really rehearsing all the movements that we've got to come by doing all of these big full body exercises to begin with. Good. We're going to drop into our stepping star or jumping star if you prefer. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So step, if you want to step, if you want to jump, then you can. Totally up to you, of course. Your workout, your choice. Good. Well done. We got some jumpers on the screen. You can step, you can jump, whatever you want to do. Just do it with a smile on your face and joy in your heart. It's okay if you can't do that right now. That's fine. Maybe later. Maybe later. Keep going. Well done, everybody. Keep working. We're going to go for those lateral skiers one more time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Ski it through. Ski. Good. Push. Push. Well done. So this first section here, just less than 10 minutes. Just really working and getting your body primed and ready for your exercise today. Even if you just do this first little block, that is going to be a good amount of time to make you feel good, get your heart pumping. And if you do this first little 10-minute block and you think, I don't want to do any more, then that is fine. If you're not feeling it today for whatever reason, that is absolutely fine. But I would suspect that if you've done the first 10 minutes and it's made you feel good, then you'll stay at least for the next 10 and maybe the 10 after that. And then, do you know what? We're nearly done. So you might as well stick around to the end. Good. 2, 1. Take your rest. Well done, everybody. Okay, now take off a layer if you need to, take a drink, walk around a little bit. I'm going to show you what we're doing next. We're going to go through the upper body section of this workout next. So we've started off with a good core, a good cardio warm-up. The heart rate's not going to drop too much. It will drop a bit as we're just going to work through our next exercises. We're going to work on upper body. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do some really big claps, working through the chest and through the upper back. So nice, big claps, nice and slow. Well done. Push those heels into the floor, a nice soft knee. So you've not got a locked out knee. Nice little soft knee. A little bit of movement in there is absolutely fine. Holding through the core, tummy muscles there. Chin away from chest. The list goes on. So just making sure that you're not pushing your head out every time you're pushing your arms forwards. That's going to be really important here. So just warming up the shoulders, the chest, and into the upper back here as well before we get going on our next exercise. 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we're going to do a bent over row with alternate arms. So we're not doing the same arms at the same time. So I'm going to pick up my heavier weights. So these are my 5 kilos here. If you have one set of weights, that's fine. If you have no weights, that's also fine. Come into a bent over position. I'm going to hold these weights down by the side. My palms are facing each other. And I'm going to row up for 1. And when that one's down, I'm going to go up on the other side. Okay, I'm going to go for 10 each side. You can do 8, 10, or 12. Up to you. Whatever you do, we're going to be doing this exercise twice. So remember what you did the first time. Ready, bent over, nice straight back. Let's go. So row up. When that one's down, come up with the other. 2. So if you're staying with me, I'm going for 10. I'm keeping a nice straight back. Bend in the knee. Good. Halfway if you're with me. Remember to breathe. Good. I've got one more on each side now if you're staying with me. If not, counting your own reps. I'm going to give you a little time. Rest when you've finished. I'm just going to put my weights down for a second. I'm going to come back to that. Just going to give ourselves around about 30 seconds or so rest. And we're going to go again. So really making sure in that position, you've got a bend in the knee, a bend in the hip, nice straight back. So you're not bent over like this. It's not a bent over row in that position. Nice straight back. Okay, coming up and then on the other side. Okay, so grab your weights. Let's get ready to go again. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So up and up on the other side. So the arm that's not working is still working by holding that weight. So we get a little bit more value into those muscles. So working the back as well as the arms and the chest, the upper back here and the lower back into the core as well. Keep that chin away from chest. So nice and slow. Doesn't need to be fast here. I've got my last one coming up for 10. And rest. Well done. Okay, I'm going to pop those weights back down. I'll show you the next exercise. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to do a lateral raise with a pulse up to the front for a pulse. So I'm going to be holding my 3 kilo weights here. You can do this if you want a little bit more into your core. You can do this from kneeling. Okay, so if you want to attack into your ab muscles a little bit more, you can do this from kneeling to the side, into the front. I'm going to do it standing today, so it's totally up to you what you want to do. So always bending down to pick up the weights, coming to the side. I've got my palms facing into my body, and we're going to come up for 1, to the front for 1. Good. So we're going to go 8, Anything away from the body like this is always really tough. So nice and slow and controlled. We're not swinging the weights. Good. Breathing it through. Control on the way down. Well done. So we're going for 8. So this is number 6 for me if you're with me. If not, just counting your reps. Well done. Last one coming up. And rest. Well done. Putting those weights down. Give the arms a little shake. We're going to go again. One more time for that exercise. It's tough. You'll feel it into the forearms. It comes into the shoulders, the neck, the back. Okay. If it's coming into your neck too much, then just making sure you're rolling those shoulders back and you're nice and relaxed. Try and unclench your jaw if that's happening as well. Sometimes you just get a little bit too much like that. If you can understand what I'm saying. It's sometimes you just hold too much tension and you become too rigid. So just relaxing that jaw, rolling the shoulders and going again, that should help. If it's still too much into the neck, then just drop the amount of reps. That's okay. We all have things that we're better at than other things, and maybe that's just what you need to work on. That's okay. Let's get going again then. 8 more on each, 8 on the side, 8 at the front. Let's go. Good. It's okay to have an area that you need to work on more than other areas. Some people it's the glutes, some people it's the shoulders, some it's the core, all different parts of the body. We are not all created equal, and that is absolutely fine. A little pulse there, that's what makes this feel really tough, having to just stop momentum. Those arms are feeling warm, really warm now. I've got one more here. So you might just be working through with time for me, the same pace as me. So you might be working and rest. You might be working for reps. You might be working for time. Whatever you're working for, that's okay. Just remember what you're working for and do the same next time if we're doing a block of 2. Okay, the last exercise in this block is a press up. And I know that's not everybody's favorite, but it's really good to get into the chest. Okay, so you can't just avoid these exercises all the time. So you can do your press up on a wall. You can do it on a raised surface, or you can do it on your mat, on your knees, or on your toes. I'm going to give you a really quick run through now. If you don't know how to do your press up, if you're not sure, I do have an introduction to upper body video, which is really good, and it shows you all of the different versions you can do, but I'm just going to take you on a whistle stop tour for now. So on your wall, feet back from the wall, hands around about shoulder height, and just pushing in and coming out. So that's your wall option. If you've got your raised surface option, I show you at an angle here, so pushing down and coming back up. And of course you have your mat. You can go on your knees or on your toes. On your knees, it's chest to the floor, and on your toes, it's also chest to the floor, okay? Totally up to you. We're gonna go for 8 press-ups. If you can't do 8 press-ups, just work for the amount of time that I'm working for my 8 press-ups. Okay, I'm gonna go on my knees. It's been a tough week, so I know my limits. Everybody ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Down and up. Chest all the way down. Tummy nice and tight. If you're struggling on these, that's okay. You can bring your knees a little closer into your body. If you're struggling on the raised surface, you can go onto the wall. All the different versions of this. Good. So don't worry about the reps if you're finding the reps hard. I'm going to go for one more here. And rest. One more lot left. Take a short rest here and we're going to go again. Your arms will be feeling tired. Okay, we've worked the arms. That lateral to frontal raise is really tough on the arms, and then asking it to then push up your entire body weight, that's challenging. So if you're finding it hard, That's okay. That's the reason why you're finding it hard. Okay, the way that we put exercises together, that's how it becomes more challenging. If you're just doing one thing, then that's absolutely fine. A little bit easier. Are we ready to go? Again, so we're going to go for 8 more, or work for the time that I'm working for. Let's go. Pressing down, pushing up for 1. For 2, keep that neck nice and neutral. Chest to the floor. So that's 5 for me. You might have done more. You may have done less. I've got 1 more coming up. Oh, good. Well done. Give it a good push. Well done. Okay. That's the upper body section complete. We're going to go to the lower body now, but that doesn't mean we're not going to be using the arms. Just be aware. We're going to do a squat to a hammer curl first. So I'm going to show you on my lighter weights, I think. Use whatever you want to use. I'm going to keep my palms facing each other. So the hammer curl is coming up like this. The bicep curl is with the palms out. You can choose whichever one you want to do. I've written this for the hammer curl, but it's totally up to you. If that doesn't work, do the bicep curl. So I've got my toes turned out. I'm going to squat down. I'm going to keep the weights in front of me. While I'm down here, I'm going to hammer curl, and then I'm going to stand. We're going to do 8 of these in total. I'm going to show you what it looks like from the side. So toes are turned out, back is nice and straight, sinking back, curl, coming up to stand. What we don't want to see, so just be aware, is that you come forwards, the weights are dragging you down, you're bending forwards, you're curling, or you're straight here, and then you're meeting the curl, okay? I'm going to keep that back really, really nice and straight. Really important, okay? We're going to go for 8 reps on this. Toes are turned out then, weights are in front. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So dropping down, curling up, back down, come up to stand. Good job. 1, 2, 3, 4, well done, halfway. 5, nice straight back. 6, 7, 1 more. 8, and rest. Well done. Okay, 1 more of those. So if you felt that was easy with your light weights, I'm using a 3 here. If you want to go for heavier, those legs are generating the power, but of course you've got that curl in there as well, so that's all the arms. So it's up to you what you feel that you want to be able to do on that, as long as it feels that it is challenging, but it is not tough, super tough that you can't manage it. Okay, so there is a fine line, and when we're working on building strength, we want to make sure it is challenging enough to be able to work those muscles. So you're not just taking them out for a joyride, okay? You've got to put yourself through a little bit of a discomfort, but make sure that you can manage with your form. Ready to go again? Let's go. So down, up, and up. Now, I would normally use a 5 kilo for this exercise, but in the interest of full disclosure, I had a really tough week, so I'm using my 3s here. And I would encourage you to do absolutely that as well. If you've had a tough week, if your body can't manage something that you would normally be able to do, that's okay. Better you're moving than you're risking your health by injury, okay? That is definitely one of the most important things. If I can teach you one thing, it's going to be that, which is listen to your body. You are not weaker for it. In fact, if anything, you are stronger for it. Okay, so, and rest. I know as fitness professionals, we are very likely just to say, it's okay, do this, do this, do this. And we make it look like we don't do anything aside from these workouts, but we do. Okay, we do other stuff. Okay, we're going to do We're going to hold on to one weight. We're going to do a leg abduction into a glute kickback. I'm going to show you what that means. So we're going to be holding the weight into your body, but not against your body. We're going to be kicking out, and then the foot comes in and goes back. Okay? So out, back. Trying to make sure your upper body doesn't shift around too much. This is a challenge into the core as well as into the legs. Okay? So holding that weight in, 8 on each side. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So out to the side, back out. Now I'm not putting my foot down each time, but you can if you want to, for extra stability. Good. To the side and back. So making sure that you've got your full balance and coordination. So this is 8. If you need to just take a little time to finish that off, that's absolutely fine. I'm going to change ends, finish the one that you're on, and let's switch sides. So out to the side, back, out to the side, back. Good. Well done. Keep that upper body as straight as you can. Try and find a fixed eye point. So finish the one you're on and rest. So it's that supporting leg that is working as hard as that working leg, and just think if you're holding an additional 2, 3, 4, 5 kilos on top of that as well, you're having to manage all of that, so the weight is always trying to get down to the ground. You're stopping that from happening. There's a lot at play here. Those core muscles through the front, through the middle and the back are working really hard. So if you found the balance on that tricky, don't worry. It's meant to challenge you. This is what these sessions are all about. They're going to challenge you in a way that you don't even know it's happening. Let's go again then. 8 more on each side, holding that weight into your body but not against your body. Let's go. Out to the side, back behind, to the side, back behind. Breathing all the time. Good. Well done. That's 8 for me. Finish the one that you're on. I'm going to switch ends. Let's go again on the other side. You might find that one side you are far more stable on than the other. That's okay. You just may need to be a bit more mindful as to holding into those muscles if that's the case. Almost there. And rest. Well done. Good job. Okay. The next exercise you can do with a weight or without a weight. I'm going to show you what it is and I'm going to give you the options. So it's a reverse lunge with a twist, and you're twisting over the bent knee. So without a weight, you've got your fingertips onto your temples here, if you can, and you're going to do a step back, twist over the bent knee, coming back up to stand. The same on the other side, back, twist over the bent knee, coming back into the center and up. If you don't want to do a drop down for your lunge, if that's too tricky or too difficult or painful, then just do a step back, okay? But just get that leg away from the body and twist over the bent knee. That's with fingertips onto the temples. If you prefer, you've got your one weight here, and you're going to do exactly the same. So you'll step back, over, in, up to stand, okay? Totally up to you. I'm going to do it with my weight just to show you. I might do one with and one without so I can show you both, okay? So let's get ready to go. 8 each side. 8 is the magic number today. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So step back, drop down if you can, twist over the bent knee, back into the center, and stand. Back, over, into the center, and stand. If you're a bit wobbly, don't worry. I just gave you a masterclass in how to wobble. Just then, back, over, center, up. It's when I look at the camera, I get distracted. It happens to us all. Back. There's no retakes in these live sessions. You get it as it is. You get pure and simple, proper. Good. Again, reiterating the fact that we are all only human. Well done. Turn. So keeping that weight in towards your body, but not against your body. Good. And keeping it nice and slow as well. Keep it controlled, not whizzing through, because that means your muscles are not having enough time to actually work. And rest. Well done. That was 8 for me. Finish the one that you're on. We're going to go again. So I don't know about you, but my heart rate is still up. I'm not feeling super out of breath, but I'm warm. All my vital signs are showing me that my body is exercising. I'm sweating. I feel good. It's a good thing. It's a good feeling. It's the feeling of building strength is actually super rewarding. Afterwards, you might feel tired. This evening, you're going to feel tired, but that's okay. You'll sleep well. That's what we want. Okay, so let's get that weight in again, holding that weight into your body. I said this time I'll do it without, didn't I? So this time I'm going to do it without. I'm going to do fingertips onto temples. You can do whatever you like. This is your workout. It's your choice. So let's go. That leg comes back, twisting over, back in, coming up to stand. Down, twist, and stand. So this is challenging whether you are using a weight or not. It's the balance, it's the coordination, and it's the twist that makes it all really tricky. Trying to throw you off balance, off center. Keep that chin up. Keeping the fingertips on temples helps if you have a little bit of a issue with bending forward too much, a little bit of a postural issue there. The fingertips onto the temples really helps. Keep your back nice and straight. Good. Well done, we're nearly there. Up, step it back, round, and rest. Finish the one that you're on. Really well done. Okay, we're nearly there. We are nearly there, everybody. We've just got one more exercise in the legs to do, then we're gonna go into the abs section. So I'm just gonna grab my weight here. I'm gonna hold it end on, turning the toes out to the side. I'm just gonna pulse down. We're gonna pulse down for the count of 20. Okay, if you can't go for 20, pulse down for the amount of time that you can. Ready? We're gonna push down and we're gonna pulse. Let's go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it off. Walk it off. Just one of those, just to sort of seal the deal on the legs. Okay, last little block coming up now into the abs section. We're going to come onto the mat. Now we're going to go into a plank position and we're going to do some hip dips. If that's too much for you, I do have an alternative for you. So just looking in and make the right choice. So into a plank position, onto the forearms, onto the toes if you can, and we're going to touch the hips down to the mat and bring them back up to a neutral position. Looking in, if you're not sure you can do that, don't worry, I've got an alternative for you. But for this exercise, pushing down, we're not coming up, Okay, so it's down, up, down, up. If you can't manage that, that's absolutely fine. Come onto your knees, tuck the toes, come up, back down. Toes, up, back down, okay? So both of those two exercises challenge into the ab muscles in a very similar way, just at two very different levels, okay? Are you ready to come with me now? We're gonna go for 30 seconds. Let's see if we can hang it out. 2, 1, let's go. So pushing, pushing. So remember, knees, toes, knees, toes. There's no movement in my upper body here. If I'm going knees to toes, and if you're doing the hip dips with me, here, we've got 10 seconds left. Hang it in there. Good. 3, 2, 1. Take your rest. Okay. Woo, well done. We are gonna lie onto your back, and we're gonna do a lying split scissor. Okay, so this is always a little bit difficult with the furniture that I've got here. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna see what you can do as well. So lying onto your back, feet come just off the floor. We're gonna come across with the legs, come up, and then out with the legs as well, come down. So lying split scissor, feet are just off the floor for the first one, and they're higher for the second. You can have your hands underneath your bottom if that makes it easier. You can also have your knees bent if that makes it easier too, okay? So we're gonna do 8 in total of the lower and the higher. That's 1. Ready to go. Let's do this. So lower, bring them up, and split again. And go again. So I'm going at a pace that I hope that you can all manage with me, but if you can't, don't worry, just do what you can in the time that I'm working for. Well done. Keep it going. Got 2 left here. One more. And rest. Well, we hope you can feel your abs singing you a little tune there, because mine really are singing away. They're not saying anything particularly nice, but they are singing. It's more of a chant. We're going to come up into a seated position here, and we're going to do a little clap under each foot. So the foot comes up, clap under each knee rather. So tap, 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 okay? This is going to feel really tough, especially after what we've just done. If you want to keep the feet onto the mat and just clap under each one, that's fine. Or you can keep the foot onto the mat, feet off the mat. Up to you, just do what you can, okay? This is your exercise, so you have got the absolute key to this, okay? This is your choice, your exercise. Let's get going. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So tap, 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 tap. Foot onto the floor if you want to, feet off the floor if you prefer. So here you go, the full range, half range, tap down, or just sitting, moving across and tapping. We're nearly done, everybody. We're just whistling through these last ab exercises because it's really important to get them done. We've worked a lot into the abs in this section, even though we haven't called them ab exercises. We've been in there, trust me. 2, 1, take a rest. Last thing we're gonna do, onto your knees. We're gonna go into a bird dog or a Superman, depending on what you want to call it. All fours position, pushing out, coming back into center, pushing out and coming back into center. Doesn't feel like 5 minutes ago when I said just do 10 minutes and see if you can continue with me. And that was about 30 minutes ago. So you've done really, really well at this session today. Please leave me a comment if you like the session. Let me know how you're finding the sessions. Let me know if there's any sessions you want to see. Always happy to create new workouts depending on the needs of the community. So just let me know. 2, 1, and take a rest. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the session as much as I did. Take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.